this guy is just like... I'm not sure how difficult this area is. I don't, like, have a hint of what I'm up against, kind of. Spiders. Spoders. Get 'em. I'm... Or I was poisoned? Stabby. Good night, Rose. Thank you. Aw, Dingley7. Welcome back. What is this?
Breathe.
Want to do some other stuff before this dungeon? Maybe.
Stand together.
Like, there's totally like other things I can definitely do. Oh no. Alright. Alright. So maybe we're not ready for that dungeon. Do I have to do all this again? Didn't I save? Didn't I just save the game? Maybe not. We'll talk to that guy later. Can you get party members? I'm sure that I can.
I'd be glad to.
Okay, so I just like wander around town now? I really wish there was a mini-map. You see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices and chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. Aw, thanks, Kane. The first figure raises his hands for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Is that another Matt?
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
I'm not gonna say anything. One of the other men glares at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drink, but his gaze is focused. You got a lot of gal mocking us in our own village. We don't take ill treatment from foreigners, especially not Adirans.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Oh.
Why, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
Wait, why has he suddenly got an accent? He didn't have it before.
I'll cut that barrel-looking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
2 voices?
That's where you're wrong.
This is unnecessary. Wouldn't you rather be inside drinking than out here arguing? We don't want your charity either, foreigner. Sounding suspiciously like you're defending him. Ah, fuck! Alright, fight time. Sorry. As the last of the attackers falls, the elf turns to you, tension almost gone from his smooth face.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
I'm glad I could help.
Courtesy is a rare pleasure in these parts. Though your accent suggests that you are no more local than I.
He straightens his hood, and you note the remains of fraying embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months' travel, but the leatherwork beneath it is sturdy and fine.
Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvisor, at your service.
How did you manage to get stuck out here? That is something of a long story.
Well, I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity.
I know,
I was
right?
born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire.
Adir,
Both
okay.
of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I am grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land. And how exactly did you come to be here?
I was traveling with a caravan, but we were separated near some ruins.
In Gwithan ruins? Well, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. In half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
A Buick.
And you survived? I've heard such a thing was impossible.
Yeah, well, I'm rad, okay?
Seems
I'm
you
a
either have
player
knack for
character.
timing or the favor of the gods.
What are you doing here in Gilded Vale?
An excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's
Hey,
a
Ozai.
familiar tale.
Ah, yeah. Like you said, I'm also a settler.
Indeed. In that case, welcome to Gilded Vale, a true refuge from civilization.
Just how did you manage to cross those three drunks?
I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
Dear. You did make a rather lewd suggestion regarding one of the aggressors and his own sister. That. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens all too easily after a few pints and the accent doesn't help. I heard the same thing. Just for a moment, he looks as if he's about to say something else. His expression brightens with mischief, but before he can speak, he forces a tight smile, biting his lips so hard you expect to see blood. Finally, his face relaxes and he shakes his head. I should speak more clearly next time. My apologies. You don't exactly look like a settler.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places.
I should get going.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
I could use Matt Mercer on my side. That'd be great. So do I. Let's go then.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
Yeah, I get a mat. You get a mat. And you get a mat. And you get a mat. Everyone gets a mat. You guys hype? It's dangerous to go alone. Here, take a mat. I mean, it's true. I think I have that emote. Yeah. Oh no, Pearly's dead.
I'm here. Hail, traveler.
A drink or a room. Let's see. So, what is this Matt Mercer shit? He's a voice actor in this game. Matt Mercer shit. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, so we can ask for a job? If you want to hire someone on, I'd be, let me see what I have to work with. I can hire on a level 1 adventurer.
How do you do?
And then they've got some camping supplies. Can I sell things to her? Oh, did I not like... Oh, I filled up on the stuff. Did I get money? I don't know if I did that right. Best known for being in a Dungeon World one-shot like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, best known for being on my show. You can see it in the VODs or on the YouTube. Of course they want to buy your useless stuff. Of course they want to buy my useless stuff. Ah, people with names. Ah, shit. It's an NPC. Okay, so these are just like the Kickstarter backers and they don't have anything to do with the actual Strom Bright Blade. All right, well, I don't think that there's any point to it. Did I just steal that stuff?
I'm here.
Or holy text wall, it's true.
At once.
That's exactly what they are. Carouser. Roaches. Are these all? Yeah, I don't want to deal with your souls. I mean, congrats on having a name. These bones are covered in tiny bite marks. Hi, doggo. Oh, it's a little doggo. This hound stares intently at the covered window, head cocked as if waiting to hear a particular sound. It looks up when you approach and whines a low note. Pet the doggo. Oh, it's a doggo. Oh, now I'm upstairs. Is this? Yeah, we're still in the town. There's Smithery, Windmill, Alfra's house. Let's go there. Bala is the tiniest of all the doggos. The inn has a free room you can rest in. Very useful to save camping supplies in early game. A dire wooden woman is standing in front of the fireplace, humming a quiet tune to herself. Or perhaps to her unborn child, for she is clearly quite pregnant. She turns her head slightly as you enter.
Gods keep you.
Well, finally, I was starting to think... Oh, I'm sorry. I was expecting someone else. Can I help you? I just arrived in Gilded Vale. I thought I'd get to know the locals. Were you with one of the caravans? Master Odema's, by chance? You knew Odema? Well, no more than most. He doesn't usually come this way, but they say he's a reliable old fellow. Wait. Why do you say new? Because the caravan was attacked. I was the only one to survive. Alfra covers her mouth with her hand, eyes wide with horror. For a few moments, she can manage nothing but a strangled, voiceless gasping. Her eyes brimming with tears. Did you know that the paradise tree snake of Southeast Asia can fly? It swings its body through the air and then flattens into a C shape to catch the airflow. If it flips its body back and forth, it can change direction as it falls. Okay, falling and flying are two different things. My immersion! It's fine. Thank you, Paul, for 8 months. I told her it was a dangerous path to take. Callisto was always so certain she could take on any danger. Oh, my poor sister. I'm sorry, stranger. I can't believe she's gone. Gliding? Controlled falling? Graceful falling. If only I hadn't called her here. If I hadn't written to her, she might still be alive somewhere. Kaliska mentioned that she thought you needed help. Perhaps I can provide some assistance. That's kind of you to offer, but I don't know if I can impose this on you. It's not a small favor. I'm worried about the baby, about the legacy. I told Kaliska as much as I could, but all I know is that for a long time now, every child born in Gilded Vale has been soulless, empty. It's happened to so many mothers, and Lord Rodrick, he's exiled all of them, calling it a sign of the gods' disfavor. With my Haythort gone, I don't know how I'd manage if I lost my home too. I hoped Kaliska would help me. They say Ranga, the old midwife, knows a way to prevent a child being hollow-born, but she moved south to Ainslog's Compass 2 seasons ago. The journey's too far for me. I can't make it as I am, but I don't have anyone else now with Kaliska gone. Please, can you help me? That's a long ways to go. I'll think about it if I ever head that way. That's all I can ask. Thank you. I'm sorry, I just need a moment. Oh, I'm so crying. Oh, tears. Oh, I'm not gonna steal from her. Hi, cat. Cat? Is it just a coincidence that she's a ginger too? You could just load her up in a wagon and cart her along. I mean, it said in quotations, like stealing. Who dis? Do you hear the bells? Bad news, I think. Yeah, I heard the bells. Go pet the dog again? The doggo. Tiny doggo. Wait, who's this? Where's Eater? This fella? Welcome to our lovely village. We already talked to him. That was also Matt. 2 Matts! 2 Matts in one town. How many Matts? How many Matts in one video game? How many Matts is 2 mini Matts? Hey! This man and woman appear to have been in deep conversation, working at closing 2 bulging satchels. They move to embrace until the woman notices your approach and pauses, her smile faltering a little.
Hello.
Can we help you? Do you know this woman, Naunton? Yes, I think we met in the Valewood. I warned her about the bear. Glad to see you made it. Was there something else you wanted? You two are in good spirits for people who just lost a friend. That's unkind of you to say. I'm grieving my husband in my fashion. I'm only sorry I could not convince him to leave the Gilded Vale before this happened. I'm relieved to be rid of this terrible place, that's all. Cost me the greater part of my life, and now my husband, and I'm glad to be free of it. Is there anything you can tell me about it? Only that you'll be wanting to be moving on as soon as you can. You'll have seen the tree, I imagine, but the rot goes deeper. If you're looking for work, I'd say you have better chance elsewhere. We're packing for a trip. Oh, they're gonna go to Defiance Bay. What's that? Just like a story? Party power. 2 Bluejays, 2 Matts, 2 Sams, 2... What else we got? You go to the smithery. Let's go to this windmill. What's up with this place? Ah, cutscene. We know there's more grain in there, Trumbull. We won't settle for scraps while you grow fat on our crops. The first of you drunkards comes through that door gets shot between the eyes. Gods hear me, Swainer. I'll put you down like a dog. Come away for now, lads. But we'll be back, Trumbull. We'll have fair prices, or by the flame we'll have a reckoning. Oh. Oh, is that so? Hey, what's up? I'm not the people that were trying to murder you. An elven man stands before you, his relatively stocky build suggesting a life of labor. His face is pale and drawn, his eyes wide. Behind him, a younger man and woman exchange worried glances. The miller raises a club as you enter. It shakes violently in his grip. Get back, if you value your life. Hold on. I'm not here to hurt anyone. Who are you? Is Swainer roping foreigners into his little crusade now? My name is Arloon. I've only just arrived in Gilded Vale. You picked a bad time to come visiting. Gilded Vale's had its shine scraped off. Just a big dung heap now, and Swainer thinks he's king of it. They're all mad. Who's Swainer? The dwarf. The one standing out there spreading lies among the villagers. Bastard's been here for decades, and he hasn't gotten any kinder with time. I thought you could use some help. Those people out there seemed pretty angry. Really? Hylia's tits. Could I use a friendly face? I take it you heard some part of what that crowd's asking for. Grain. As if I've got it all tucked away somewhere. Swainer has been egging that lot on for a few days now. They've been keeping clear so far, but if things keep on like they are... Don't know how much longer we've got before things get messy. Please, if you're not here on his behalf, maybe you could speak to Swainer. He won't listen to me anymore. Just explain that we're getting smaller rations now. We're all making sacrifices. I'll see what I can do. I'd be grateful if you did. He won't listen to me anymore, but maybe you'll have better luck. Tell him we're having a hard time of it, and we'll all have to make some sacrifices. We'll be in debt for it, if you can convince him. What's in this box?
Not a sound.
Grain! How dare they? There was grain in the box. What's in the box? Okay. Let's go to the blacksmithery. I hate having a cold. This Almoa man is of an impressive build, towering above the countertop. His skin is the dusky blue of the deeper oceans, and his thick arms boast corded muscle. Small ears frame a square-jawed face, coated in smeared soot and arching black tattoos alike. He offers a broad smile as you approach. Welcome. You're the first new face I've seen in quite some time. What can I do for you? Is this your shop? That it is. Been here near on 20 years now. Seen all manner of things over the years. Good luck and bad. But the Black Hammer Smithery remains. What do you have here? You come to us at a strange time, I'm afraid. Stock's not what you used to be, but we've fine weapons and armor to offer yet. All forged right here at the Black Hammer. Show me what you've got for sale. Oh my fucking what? Jesus. Jesus. You and Ross dealing with Pax Pox makes me leerier about your plan to go to Pax West. I mean, it happens. I don't spend a lot of time around people, so I end up getting the plague. Unfortunately. I have simple clothing. Scale armor. A helm. A beer. Some torches. And a bunch of minor ingredients. Vessel flesh. That blacksmith's got more wasted space than Skyrim's menu system. I should probably keep like ingredient stuff, right? Keep ingredients. Okay. Running out. Let's trade all that. And God, this is so expensive. I don't think I need like a new weapon of any sort. Cape of Withdrawal. Rope and grappling hook. Pry bar. I mean, those could be useful. Get some stuff. Random garbage. You can toss every piece of non-magical equipment with little worry. Keep all the Zurup spears. First run of selling all the gems, you got to buy them all back later. Let me actually trade with this guy again. So I don't need all of these. They'll come with their own shit for the most part. Keep a battle axe. Keep a pole axe. Keep a hunting bow. Crowbar crew! Ah, yeah. Yeah, I don't really think that I need too much else. Oh, canceled. Let me just see what it is that we've got on right now. He's wearing the, like, just a regular cape, and he has his grimoire and Aloth's leather armor. How fancy. Look how fancy you are. Alright, well, you can wear your stuff. He's got a scepter and a rapier. Okay. Always need some rope. Okay. I wish it was easier to like scroll out and see the whole map. Road south, road west. We've been to Aura's, the north. We've been to... Okay, so we have to go to the Black Hound Inn, rest a night, and then we might be able to pick up the other fella. Other map?
Good day to you.
Okay. The common room. Pick up the doggo? Tiny doggo! I have one of those. Your sleep is restless and fevered, assaulted by hisses and whispers, blanketed with a suffocating anxiety. You open your eyes to awaken and find yourself in front of Gilded Vale's gallows tree, the creaking of its ropes growing louder in your mind until the sound is deafening. Hanging from the tree is an old dwarf woman whose face has shriveled inward like a moldering fruit. Her head hangs limply to one side. As you look at her, she looms larger and larger in your mind until she is mere inches from your face. Suddenly, her head snaps up and her eyes open, and they are empty, and behind them is a vast nothingness that makes your stomach drop. Her mouth slowly parts, and with a gust of rancid air, she speaks the word, Watcher. You jolt awake, the foul smell of the dwarf woman's breath still permeating your nostrils. Sweat runs down your face, and thick droplets on your skin is soaked from head to toe. You remember the woman. You remember seeing her decaying face when you spoke with the magistrate. He called her an animancer. Though it fills you with a new, queasy apprehension, you feel a strange compulsion to see this woman once more, if only to confirm that she is truly dead. Fuck. Bella is like whining at the door. I need to figure out what she's doing. Can I just 1 second? I want to go check out the doggo again. You said we could get the doggo? You said I could get a doggo? You said I could have a doggo. Pet the doggo. Pet the doggo. It doesn't let me have the doggo as a friendo. Just pick it up and run. How will the space pig feel about a doggo? Later. Hi, other Matt. Oh, here we go. No. How to... There we go. The squat, distended body of an elderly dwarf woman dangles from a thin, crooked bough that sags at the tug of her bones. The bloated purple flesh of her neck, worn away in patches like moth-eaten linen, bulges over the rope that suspends her, and her lifeless head lolls forward rigidly from one side to the other when the breeze shifts. You perceive a faint glow around her that casts no light on its surroundings, but there's a tepid warmth to it, and you feel somehow that you could reach out and touch it. Not with your hands, but with some aspect of yourself that has no worldly dimension. You take a deep breath, clearing your mind, focusing on your objective. As you exhale, you feel yourself spreading out toward the hanging woman, perceiving all that lies between you and her with a new, unfamiliar awareness. Once you have expanded enough to reach her, there's a sudden jolt to your mind, a ringing electric surge of images and words and sounds. Involuntarily, you shut your eyes and feel yourself being pulled down to some deeper consciousness in a space occupied only by you and the hanging woman, and when you open them again, she is staring at you with eyes clouded in a milky fog, her body still swaying in a wind you no longer feel from a tree that stands planted in a misty void. The woman gives a slow nod of her head, the rope creaking as she does so, and she smiles at you.
Have you come here for me, dear? Or have you gotten lost? Ah, it is both, I think. Yes?
Am I imagining this?
No, I think not. A pity that. It would be simpler. A mercy, even. To not have to wander anymore, no? Alas, we are here, you and I. Wherever here may be.
How are you able to speak to me?
Is that what we're doing? Perhaps it just seems that way. Perhaps it is the easiest way for your mind to make sense of it. I think it is a very good choice.
Yeah, I just started like 3 hours ago, 2.5 hours ago. to understand something that's happened to me. She nods, a look of pity on her face, as though consoling a child.
The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there. You have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes? Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
What's a watcher?
What indeed? Long hours have many animancers spent studying such things. Not I, though. Not I. I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair. And here we are, visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times. Souls pass on. Some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it, sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on, and those souls roam the world, same as you or I, either leaving or lost. But no one sees them because they have forgotten how. A watcher sees, though, knows what to look for. And sometimes they know a person just by looking at them, know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies. See memories even their owner can't recall. A wonder to behold when all goes well. A wonder!
What do you mean when all goes well?
Oh, nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure. It's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties. You should see old Merwald. He could tell you much more than I. A watcher just like you. Helped many in his day. Took up in an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far. Kanua, beyond the Black Meadow. He will welcome the company.
I think I survived a Biowick. Do you know why that would be?
Did you now, dear? My, that would be something, wouldn't it? Could be luck, could certainly be. A storm can be a careless thing. Or maybe it got its hands around your soul but couldn't pick it up. A soul can be heavy if it stayed in one piece through its time. Strong souls, we call them in the trade. Cold, I mean. Called them. Those days are all behind me, no?
You said the souls break apart.
Oh, yes. Entropy.
Lord,
Rimagan's work. We know little of why or how. We lose pieces of ourselves when we die and pick up pieces of others when we are born again, but less than what we lost. We tried to stop it with the animantic sciences, but with little success. No. A very small few resist Rimergan's influence and stay together through some force of defiance, at least for a time. But they all succumb eventually, I think. Me?
Who are you?
And here I thought you'd come to visit me in particular.
What happened to you? I offered my services.
I was needed, didn't I? Offered my services to Lord Rodrick for a pittance. A humble... Nothing at all. A healthy woman, head to toe, blessed with a beautiful soul. Such a sweet woman.
Okay,
too.
I honestly don't care. I'm so sorry, chat. It's just too much.
But
That's it. I'm sorry. I can't. Are you all right? You seemed lost. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm a watcher. And I suspect that's how you survived a Buick, hmm? In any case, I appreciate your honesty. Do you know anything about them? Only that they're rare and they've unique insights into certain soul conditions. Okay, the game is like that, tons of lore. Yeah, but like at a certain point I'm just like, can we move on now? The smell of pipe smoke, at once earthly and sweet, winds its way into your nostrils. Your eyes trace the smoke to its origin, where you find a broad man with straw-colored hair leaning against a mossy rock wall. He looks you directly in the eye, but the look is not aggressive. He regards you with a peculiar smirk.
17 and a half. Well, could be 18, depending on how you count the dwarf woman.
I'm sorry?
The dwarf woman. You were trying to figure out whether to count her as a full person. I think you oughta.
What are you talking about?
The people hanging from the tree. 18 of them. Well, last I counted, anyway.
Oh my god, is he talking to himself? Matt Mercer's talking to himself? Is that what you people do for fun around here?
Name's Adair. Though to the people around here, might as well be 19. Don't think I'd put you much higher than 22, 23 tops. You look like the sort that likes to get involved.
What makes you think I was interested in the dwarf woman?
I was smoking over here, saw you staring at her. Twice I refilled my pipe. You never so much as blinked. Your mouth was so slack I took you for a Rodrick at first.
Impossible. I don't drool half as much. Ha! So you're already familiar. Still, you'll have to forgive my curiosity. Around here, we prefer to turn a blind eye to our dead. I've been out of sorts lately. Of course, we all got our bad days when we stand perfectly still and stare at corpses for a while without blinking. It's none of your business. Fair enough. Folks around here minded their business, and that tree over there'd have a few less wind chimes. Maybe I should take heed. I'll leave you to your corpse staring. Oh, we have to level up. Is this... What's his butt? Shouldn't he level his own self up? And 4 customs with a sinister male voice. Your player character can have Matt Mercer voice, so you can technically have 3 of him. Oh my god, perf. I thought they were supposed to level themselves up. I don't want to level up these guys. Just do your shit by yourself. Can they, like, do this themselves? You picked him for the voice and then you realized a few hours in you were also Matt? You might be able to make them do that in settings. Let me... Difficulty. Auto level companions are on. Maybe I have to level myself up first. I guess it's not doing it. So, spending an hour leveling everyone up is the best part. Oh, okay. Okay, well, that's fine. He's got a ton of lore. Let's get him a little bit more mechanics, some stealth. Okay. Bewildering Spectacle. Creates a blizzard. Binding Web. Bulwark against the elements. That's pretty good. Combusting Wounds. Fire. Consul Hut's Corrosive Siphon. Curse of Blackened Sight. Fetid Caress. Ew. Target becomes paralyzed, afflicted with boiling pustules that erupt from their skin, sickening those nearby. Infused with Vital Essence. That gives like a health boost. Merciless Gaze. increases the chance of landing a crit. Miasma of dull-mindedness. Mirrored image grants a high deflection bonus. Necrotic lance. Ray of fire. Rolling flame. We could go, Miasma is a good spell. Curse of Blackened Sight is great. Merciless Gaze. So, Curse of Blackened Sight blinds the targets. And then Miasma of Dull-Mindedness inflicts penalties to Perception, Intellect, and Resolve. What about any kind of like aggressive thing, like Necrotic Lance or a Ray of Fire? I don't think Curse of Blackened Sight. Merciless Gaze. You can hover over them to see what they do. Negative Perception, Intellect, and Resolve. You like Lance? Necrotic Lance is good. Okay, let's get Miasma of Dull-Mindedness and Necrotic Lance. Hi, Timon. How are you? They're both purple. So, get the purple spells. Bella's being a weirdo. Do I still do book club? Has it been moved to a different day? I've had some troubles keeping the schedule for book club, but I still intend to keep doing it. Yeah, Tritone Wolf. We're about halfway through Frankenstein right now. I just like I keep putting it off. I finally figured, is Bella whining at the door still? She was whining at my feet. I don't think that she ate her breakfast. So did I just like,
Careful, friend. Let's not use that word round here. Could be any number of Rodrick bootlickers within earshot. Ciphers, animancers, watchers. Same thing in the eyes of folks around here. Rodrick especially. They come through these parts all the time with their cures, preying on the desperate. None of them are who they claim to be. Of course, seeing you with that funny look, I'd be halfway inclined to believe you were having some kind of communion with that dwarf. Either case, maybe I'm not 19 after all. No offense.
You think you're going to be hanged?
The town's had it in for me for a long time now. Only fella who ever stuck up for me, well, he's number 18 up there. My headman on the farm. Used to be my captain during the war.
The war? The Saints' War. Only one in my lifetime. Fella decides he's the living incarnation of Aethys. Overthrows Ridceras. Marches on Direwood. So we gave him a Direwood and hello. Who is Aethys? God of rebirth and redemption. Formerly, anyhow. Maybe they call him something different where you're from. What is a Direwood and hello?
Who blew him up?
Why was your headman hanged? Got involved? Rodrick sent men down here the other day. Said they'd had it on good authority someone in town was working with Kulsk, plotting Roderick's overthrow. Said if he didn't come forward right then and there, they'd hang every last one of us. No one was coming forward. So, Swithin, that's my headman, he steps up and says it's him. They took him at his word. Bound to happen sooner or later, if not for plotting against Rodrick, then for protecting me. What does your town have against you?
Pick the wrong god. That's what it comes down to. Used to be a lot of Aethys worshippers in Gilded Vale. That mess of rocks over there, that was a temple to him, to give you some idea. Then one day, somebody named Widewind shows up on Deerwood's doorstep. Says he's the living flesh of Aethys. Got an army with him. Suddenly, Aethys isn't so popular in these parts. My brother Woden and me, neither of us believed it. No way was that Aethys. He enlisted, then I did too. But, he didn't make it back.
Aww.
After the war, people took to punishing Aethys worshippers, accusing them of treason. Got real ugly, especially after the legacy started. Folks needed someone to blame.
Do you need
I
water?
was safe because I fought, but then this rumor starts that my brother, that he was on the wrong side. And I wasn't so safe anymore. Until my headman stepped in and said they'd have to hang him to get to me.
1 second. I think Bella might need water. I don't know what's going on with her tiny bug butt.
For a concern.
Good night,
Of course,
Niran.
the townies don't do the hanging these days, but when Rodrick's men come, they got no problem doing the pointing.
She doesn't want me to play with her. She just wants to eat grass. Who's Kolsk? Someone who got tired of all the hangings. He's on the run now. Probably will be till they catch him. If you're next to be hanged, what are you still doing here? Drinking, mostly. Well, see you later. Okay, so I can't get him yet. What's my quest log got for me? Travel to Caed Nua. Travel to Anslog's Compass.
Welcome to the flock.
Monkey! Thank you so much for that sub. Welcome to the flock. Enjoy your new emotes. Yeah. Yeah, I know, that's why I'm playing it. Beat the game and the characters port over, but the dead stay dead. Oh, that's really cool. Bella's? No. Yeah, she's still just eating grass. You could offer for him to... An option just showed up that said you could offer for him to travel. Did I not see that? Oh. We could travel together. Caed
I
Nua.
remember hearing something about that years ago. He tamed that place. People would seek him out for all kinds of things. Troubles of the soul, questions for
I
the
didn't see
departed.
that. Thank you.
Of course, that was back when you didn't have to say Watcher with a hush on your breath. A man such as that, there'd be things I'd want to ask him. Don't know why I never thought of it before.
Yeah, I saw the
Not
cave
sure how
earlier.
I feel about setting out with a stranger, and a strange one at that. But truth be told, you might be the only one in town who wouldn't feel some relief seeing me swing from that tree.
I don't know why he's just standing there. There's a fine reason if I ever heard one.
All right then. Guess I'll do some sightseeing. Long as you're not the one picking the sights.
All right. Quest. With 2 Mercers, you could kill a bear. All right, let's go kill a bear now that we've got 2 Mercers. Now that we've got a double Mercer party, we can kill a bear. We couldn't do it with a single Mercer, but with 2. Easy. We're 2 subs away from 730 subs, which is a lot. At this point, every sub we get is the most subs we've ever had. So, thank you. Hey, I already saw the bear. F5. I saved it. Bear killing. Hi, Yachtmaster. How are you? Time for fighting a bear. Go fucking kill that bear. What is this? Crucible of the Soul. The Watcher unravels the vital essence of his or her enemies, gaining endurance in the process. Now I'll just turn into a wolf. And attack.
Welcome to the flock.
Halcalis, thank you so much for that sub. Welcome to the flock. Enjoy those new emotes. 1 more sub to 730. Creates a cone of putrefaction causing corrosive damage. Blizzard. Burst of summer flame. Conjure lesser blight. Firebrand. Alright, well, let's just do what we're doing. And then you. First level wizard spells. Dazzling lights. Fan of flames. Sunless grasp. Freeze damage to a target. Minor missiles. Let's do that on this guy. Missiles. Oh, shit. Do we do it? Oh my god, we killed the bear. Yes. Bear killing. Figure drifts suspended in the musty air of the cavern. Its form and features blur and twist in cascading ripples of incandescence. You feel its energy eddying about your limbs, filling them with a heavy chill. You reach out a hand for the spirit. In the moment of contact, you feel as if you've been struck a blow, head reeling as you tumble helplessly into a waiting darkness. Light blooms at the edges of your vision. You feel the sun at your back and the weight of a bow in your hand. You know, suddenly, that you've come a long way from the Vale hunting deer. Now you are standing before a cavern and the darkness extends far into its depths. Even so, your friend strides out before you, his red cloak flapping at his heels. You follow, heart hammering in your chest, as he leads you deeper into the cavern. There is a roar like thunder echoing around you. Fear seizes you, casts you stumbling back toward the exit, toward light and escape. You see a glint of steel, and there is a sudden, terrible flash of agony behind your knee. You scream, stumble, fall. Your thoughts are chaos, lanced through with pain, but in a moment of terrible clarity, you see your friend look back from the mouth of the cavern, his dagger daubed in crimson to match his cloak. And then there is a great dark shape over you, and then there is more pain. The vision recedes, and you're thrown back into yourself with seemingly resentful force. The corpse lies at your feet, and the specter lingers. In the span of energy between you both, you feel a sense of questioning, of confusion, of anger. I met him on the road.
Welcome to the flock.
Aw, Della, thank you for gifting that sub. Flounder, welcome to the flock. A sudden lashing anger emanates from the spirit. Rage and grief seem to pour from the gleaming figure like smoke. I'll find him and see that he answers for what he's done to you. For a moment, the spirit seems to burn bright, and your head fills with a sickly triumph. The spirit seems to weaken with the force of its own exultation, growing fainter and fainter until you are alone once more. Well, thank you. What's this? Mice crawl.
At once.
Okay, I think we're all good. Hey, Elf! Almost 2 years, Elf. Isn't that cray? How are you? How are you doing? What? You mean the bear got set up? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'll hunt him for you doesn't sound very benevolent. I mean, obviously you don't know what benevolence is.